Welcome to my channel Valuable Coins, All World. If you've ever wondered if those old coins you have lying around could be worth a fortune, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into some of the rarest US coins, revealing their jaw-dropping values that will leave you amazed. Stick with us till the end. You won't want to miss what these hidden treasures could be worth. Let's get started. Top 1. Today, we'll dive deep into the story of the 1965 Washington quarter, exploring its value, what makes it so special, and how it can fetch an astounding amount of money at auction. The Washington quarter, which has been in circulation since 1932, has become an iconic representation of the United States history. Featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, the coin has been produced in many different versions over the years. But the 1965 Washington quarter stands out from the rest due to a variety of unique circumstances that surround it. First, it's important to understand the context of 1965 in American history. During this time, the United States was facing a significant shift in its coinage. The country had been using silver in its coins for decades, but due to rising silver prices and a growing concern about the depletion of the nation's silver reserves, the U.S. Treasury made the monumental decision to eliminate silver from its dimes and quarters. The 1965 Washington quarter was the first year this new, clad coinage was introduced. These quarters were composed of a mixture of copper and nickel, with no silver content. This change led to the production of millions of 1965 quarters. However, despite the shift to clad coins, there was a small batch of 1965 quarters that was mistakenly minted using the old silver composition. These rare silver quarters were produced in such limited numbers that they have become one of the most desirable coins among collectors. Now, let's talk about how you can identify a genuine 1965 silver quarter. The first and most important step is to understand that these coins are extremely rare. If you come across a 1965 quarter, the odds are that it's a clad version, which means it's made of copper and nickel and doesn't hold much value beyond its face value of 25 cents. However, a true 1965 silver quarter is a different story. The silver quarter from 1965 can typically be identified by its weight. A normal clad quarter weighs around 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter from 1965 weighs approximately 6.25 grams, the same as the pre-1964 silver quarters. This small but significant difference is what sets the silver quarter apart from the rest. Additionally, the color of the coin may appear slightly different due to the higher silver content, giving it a more distinct sheen compared to its copper-nickel counterpart. Collectors and investors have been on the lookout for these rare silver quarters for years, and their value has steadily increased as the years go by. While most 1965 quarters in circulation today are worth no more than a few dollars, the rare silver variety can fetch a premium price. As with any rare coin, the condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. A well-preserved 1965 silver Washington quarter in excellent condition can command significantly more than one that is worn or damaged. So, how much are these silver 1965 quarters worth? The value of a 1965 silver quarter can vary greatly depending on factors such as its condition, rarity, and market demand. In some cases, these quarters can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. However, there is one particular 1965 silver Washington quarter that has captured the attention of collectors and investors around the world for its astounding value. In 2018, a 1965 Washington quarter, minted with the rare silver composition, was sold at auction for an incredible sum. This specific coin, which was in pristine condition, managed to break records, setting a new benchmark for the value of 1965 silver quarters. The price it sold for left the numismatic community in shock, a staggering $144,000. This sale wasn't just a one-off fluke. The 1965 silver Washington quarter has become one of the most coveted coins in the numismatic world, with other examples of this rare era coin continuing to command high prices at auctions. The fact that a 1965 quarter could fetch such a high price is a testament to the rarity and desirability of these coins, as well as the passion that collectors have for rare and historically significant pieces of U.S. currency. If you ever come across a 1965 Washington quarter, whether it's tucked away in a jar of loose change or hidden in an old collection, it's worth taking the time to examine it closely. While most of these coins are worth no more than their face value, you might just discover a rare treasure that could be worth a small fortune. Remember, though, that the condition of the coin is crucial. The better the condition, the more it's likely to be worth. So, while the 1965 Washington quarter may seem like just another coin from the past, its rarity, historical significance, and the incredible value it can command make it a truly remarkable piece of American numismatic history. And to put it simply, the value of a rare 1965 silver Washington quarter has been known to reach a jaw-dropping $144,000. Top 2. One such coin that has garnered significant attention over the years is the 1973 Washington quarter dollar. While it may seem like just another piece of U.S. currency at first glance, there's more to this coin than meets the eye, and it has become one of the most sought-after coins in the market today. The 1973 Washington quarter, like many other U.S. quarters, is a staple of American coinage. Produced by the United States Mint, it features the timeless design of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. These coins were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, and they were widely circulated throughout the 1970s. However, what makes the 1973 Washington quarter truly interesting are the few rare varieties that have emerged over time, along with some distinctive characteristics that make certain examples of this coin incredibly valuable. Most of the 1973 quarters that are still in circulation today are worth no more than their face value of 25 cents. But as with many older coins, the key to understanding their potential worth lies in their rarity and condition. A coin that may look ordinary to the untrained eye could, in fact, be a rare find with the potential to make a significant impact on the numismatic market. One of the factors that contribute to the value of the 1973 Washington quarter is the possible presence of certain minting errors. These errors are often what drive up the price of a coin and make it so desirable to collectors. One notable example involves the presence of a double die variety, where the design elements on the coin, like the date or the motto, appear doubled. This type of error occurs during the minting process when the die used to strike the coin gets misaligned, causing the design to appear more than once. Coins with this type of flaw are rare, and as a result, they are often worth significantly more than their regular counterparts. However, it's not just the minting errors that make the 1973 Washington quarter an exciting coin to collect. The overall condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. As you might expect, coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition are much more valuable than those that are worn and heavily circulated. The higher the grade a coin receives from a professional grading service, the more money it will likely fetch in the marketplace. A coin that is graded as mint state or proof will always command a higher price than a coin that has been damaged or worn down over the years. When it comes to determining the value of a 1973 Washington quarter, collectors and investors alike rely on several factors. First and foremost is the coin's rarity. If a coin is a rare variety, such as a double die or another minting error, it can command a significant premium. Coins that are in near-perfect or uncirculated condition are also highly coveted and can fetch much higher prices. The demand for specific coins, like the 1973 Washington quarter, can fluctuate over time, depending on trends in the numismatic market and the level of interest in that particular coin. But even a standard, well-preserved 1973 quarter can still hold value far beyond its face value. Now, you may be wondering how much a 1973 Washington quarter is really worth. While most of the 1973 quarters are worth just a few dollars or less, certain rare examples of the coin can sell for impressive amounts of money at auctions or through private sales. The most valuable of these coins are typically those that have been graded as being in near-perfect condition or feature rare minting errors. For example, a 1973 Washington quarter with a double die could sell for thousands of dollars. But there's one particular 1973 Washington quarter that stands out above the rest in terms of value. In recent years, a particularly rare 1973 Washington quarter, with an exceptional grade and featuring a minting error, sold at auction for a staggering amount. This specific coin, which was in pristine condition and possessed a rare flaw that made it stand out from the rest, fetched an incredible $114,000. This remarkable sale not only highlighted the rarity of this specific coin, but also reinforced the growing interest in Washington quarters from collectors and investors alike. The sale of this 1973 Washington quarter for $114,000 was a milestone in the numismatic world, as it proved that even relatively modern coins, like those minted in the 1970s, can hold incredible value. It also served as a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming coins can be worth far more than their face value, depending on factors such as rarity, condition, and demand. For those who may be wondering whether they have a hidden treasure in their own collection, it's important to note that most 1973 Washington quarters won't fetch such a high price. However, it's always worth checking for specific characteristics, like the presence of a double die or an unusual minting error, as these could significantly increase the value of the coin. Furthermore, having your coin professionally graded can also help you understand its true worth in the marketplace. In conclusion, the 1973 Washington quarter is a fascinating coin that offers a glimpse into the history of U.S. coinage. While most of these coins are worth only their face value, certain rare varieties and minting errors have made them a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to come across a rare, well-preserved 1973 quarter, it could be worth much more than you might expect. And, to put it simply, the value of a rare 1973 Washington quarter has been known to reach a jaw-dropping $114,000. Top 3. One such coin that stands out in the rich tapestry of U.S. coinage is the 1974 Washington quarter dollar. While it may seem like just another standard quarter from the mid-1970s at first glance, there's more to this coin than meets the eye. The 1974 Washington quarter has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike due to its unique features, potential for rare minting errors, and the remarkable value it can hold. The Washington quarter, which has been in circulation since 1932, has been a symbol of the United States for generations. Its familiar design, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, has become one of the most iconic images in American coinage. By 1974, the quarter had already undergone various changes in composition and design, but the coin's overall design had remained relatively consistent. What makes the 1974 Washington quarter particularly interesting is its place in the evolution of U.S. coinage. The United States had made a significant shift in the early 1960s, transitioning from silver to copper-nickel-clad coins. This change was driven by the increasing price of silver and the need for the U.S. Mint to adapt to economic circumstances. As a result, the quarters minted in 1974, like most others from the time, were made of a copper-nickel-clad composition. This meant that there was no longer any silver content in these coins, which made them far less valuable in terms of their metal content compared to earlier quarters that contained silver. However, despite being composed of copper and nickel, the 1974 Washington quarter still managed to stand out because of the potential for rare varieties and errors during its minting process. While the vast majority of 1974 quarters are relatively unremarkable, a few specific varieties have been discovered over the years that have made them highly desirable to collectors. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1974 quarter is the possibility of certain minting errors. These errors can happen during the production process, and in the world of numismatics, they can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into something extremely valuable. One such error that has been reported with the 1974 quarter is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned during the minting process, causing certain design elements, such as the date or inscriptions, to appear doubled. Coins with this type of error are considered highly collectible, and as a result, they can command a significantly higher price than regular, unblemished examples. Another key factor in the value of the 1974 Washington quarter is its condition. As with any coin, the better the condition, the more valuable it is. A coin that is in mint state, with little to no signs of wear and tear, will always be worth more than a coin that has been heavily circulated. This is especially true for coins from the 1970s, as they tend to have higher survival rates in good condition due to their relatively recent minting. Collectors and investors alike are drawn to coins that are in exceptional condition, and a well-preserved 1974 Washington quarter can be an attractive addition to any collection. These high-grade coins are often sent to professional grading services, where they are carefully evaluated and assigned a grade based on their overall appearance. Coins that are graded as mint state or proof are considered to be in the highest possible condition and can command a premium in the marketplace. Now, let's talk about how much a 1974 Washington quarter can actually be worth. While most of the 1974 quarters in circulation today are worth just a few cents or perhaps a couple of dollars, certain rare examples can sell for far more than their face value. The key to understanding the true value of a 1974 Washington quarter lies in the coin's rarity, condition, and any potential minting errors that may be present. One notable example of a highly valuable 1974 Washington quarter is one that was discovered with a rare minting error and was in perfect, uncirculated condition. This particular coin, which was graded as a mint state 67 by a professional grading service, sold at auction for a mind-blowing amount. The error, coupled with the coin's exceptional quality, made it a highly coveted piece in the numismatic world. The final selling price of this coin? An incredible $109,000. This remarkable sale not only underscored the rarity and desirability of certain 1974 Washington quarters, but also highlighted how much value certain errors can add to a coin. A small mistake in the minting process, when paired with a coin in top condition, can lead to a massive increase in value. It's also a testament to the passion that collectors have for rare and historically significant coins. For collectors who come across a 1974 Washington quarter, it's important to keep in mind that not all coins from this year will fetch such a high price. Most of these quarters, even in great condition, are still worth only a few dollars. However, if you're lucky enough to find a coin with a minting error or one that's in near-perfect condition, it's certainly worth having it professionally appraised. In fact, even minor errors, such as slight die shifts or doubled features, can cause a coin's value to skyrocket. In conclusion, the 1974 Washington quarter is an excellent example of how a relatively modern coin can still hold tremendous value. While most of the quarters from this year are worth no more than their face value, certain rare varieties and minting errors can make them highly sought after in the numismatic world. If you happen to stumble upon a well-preserved 1974 quarter with a special minting error, you could be holding on to a rare treasure that could bring in a significant return. To put it simply, the value of a 1974 Washington quarter with the right characteristics has been known to reach an astonishing $109,000. Top 4. In the world of coin collecting, few things capture the attention of numismatists like the discovery of a rare, valuable coin from the past. Among the most fascinating examples of U.S. coinage is the Washington quarter dollar, particularly the 1978 issue. At first glance, the 1978 Washington quarter might seem like just another coin produced by the U.S. Mint, but as collectors know, every coin has its story. Whether it's the historical significance, rare minting errors, or unique features, this particular quarter has attracted significant interest in the world of coin collectors. The Washington quarter, introduced in 1932, has been a mainstay in American currency. Its design has changed very little over the years, with the obverse featuring a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. The reverse of the coin displays an eagle, which has symbolized the United States for many years. By 1978, the U.S. had long transitioned to using copper-nickel-clad compositions for its quarters, with no silver content remaining in coins minted after 1964. Yet, despite the lack of precious metals, the 1978 Washington quarter still possesses great potential for collectors. The 1978 Washington quarter is particularly intriguing for several reasons. Although the coin was minted in vast numbers, some examples are far more valuable than others due to rare minting errors or exceptional condition. In the world of numismatics, it's not just about the year or the design, but the specific characteristics of the coin. Even within the same year, certain coins can be worth far more than others, based on factors such as misprints, flaws, or the overall quality of the coin. A significant factor in the value of the 1978 Washington quarter is its potential for error. Errors during the minting process, while rare, can result in a coin with unique characteristics that make it highly collectible. Some of the most sought-after error coins are those that feature doubling in the design. For instance, a double die variety occurs when the die used to strike the coin is improperly aligned, causing certain elements of the design, like the date or lettering, to appear twice. This minting flaw can make the coin stand out and attract collectors who are eager to add such a rare variety to their collection. Another key factor in the coin's worth is its overall condition. As with all coins, the better the condition, the more valuable it will be. Coins that are well preserved and show little to no signs of wear are always in high demand among collectors. The 1978 Washington quarter, like many coins from the late 20th century, has the potential to survive in excellent condition, which makes it more likely to be worth more than quarters from other years that have been heavily circulated. Those that are in pristine or near-mint condition can fetch significant premiums at auction, especially when combined with a rare minting error or other unique features. Of course, like with any coin, the value of the 1978 Washington quarter is determined by more than just its composition and condition. It's also driven by rarity. As we've mentioned before, a rare error or a coin in exceptional condition can make it stand out from the others. But what about those quarters that have been preserved in near-perfect quality, but without any obvious errors? These coins, known as uncirculated coins, are still valuable because they represent the highest possible grade a coin can achieve. Uncirculated coins have never been used in everyday transactions, meaning they retain their original luster and are free from damage or wear. A 1978 Washington quarter in such a condition is certainly a valuable asset for any collector. As is often the case with coins that are valuable in the world of numismatics, their worth can be influenced by the market demand. The prices of certain coins, including the 1978 Washington quarter, can fluctuate depending on the trends in coin collecting and the economic climate. While many 1978 quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents, others, with the right combination of features, can command a price far higher than anyone would expect. In fact, it's not unusual for certain error coins or highly graded examples to fetch tens of thousands of dollars when sold through auctions or private sales. One such example of a 1978 Washington quarter that made headlines in the numismatic community was a specific coin that was found with a rare minting flaw. This particular quarter was graded as being in pristine condition and featured a very slight doubling in the design, making it a highly sought-after example of a minting error. When it was put up for auction, it garnered intense interest from collectors and ultimately sold for an astounding $95,000. This sale set a new benchmark for the value of 1978 Washington quarters, proving that even relatively modern coins can hold tremendous value when they possess unique characteristics. This quarter's doubling error, combined with its exceptional quality, made it a standout example of the potential for high-value coins from this era. If you happen to find a 1978 Washington quarter in your collection or among your spare change, it's worth taking a closer look. While most of these quarters are still only worth a few dollars, coins with rare errors or those that are in exceptional condition have the potential to be worth much more. Whether it's the discovery of a double die, a well-preserved uncirculated coin, or a coin with other unique characteristics, the 1978 Washington quarter proves that value can be found in the most unexpected places. In conclusion, the 1978 Washington quarter may seem like just another coin from the past, but its rarity, historical significance, and potential for error have made it a valuable asset in the world of coin collecting. With the right combination of factors, whether it's an error, pristine condition, or simply a rare find, the 1978 Washington quarter has been known to fetch jaw-dropping amounts of money. And to put it in perspective, one such coin has recently been sold for a staggering amount of $95,000. Top 5. We're going to dive into the fascinating world of the 1979 Washington quarter and explore why this seemingly ordinary coin has become a prized possession for collectors, with some fetching extraordinary amounts of money. The 1979 Washington quarter was part of the regular series of quarters minted by the United States Mint. This coin features the traditional design that has graced quarters for years: George Washington's portrait on the front, with the eagle and the motto, E pluribus unum, on the reverse. By 1979, the U.S. had long moved away from using silver in its coinage, and the quarter was made of the standard copper-nickel-clad composition that's familiar to modern quarters. This means that, like most of the coins from this era, the 1979 Washington quarter doesn't have intrinsic value based on its metal content. But as most seasoned collectors know, the true value of a coin doesn't always lie in its metal content. It lies in its rarity, its condition, and sometimes the sheer luck of a minting error. The 1979 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how these factors can come together to make a coin more valuable than its face value of 25 cents. One of the first things that collectors look for in coins like the 1979 Washington quarter is the condition. A well-preserved coin, free from heavy scratches, dents, or discoloration, can fetch a far higher price than a worn-out one. Most 1979 quarters in circulation today are likely to be in average to poor condition, meaning they won't be worth more than their face value. But coins that have been carefully preserved, or even those that were never circulated, known as mint state coins, are much more valuable. For example, a coin in perfect or near perfect condition could sell for multiple times its face value, depending on the market. While condition plays a significant role, another key factor that could add value to a 1979 Washington quarter is the possibility of a minting error. Over the years, coins have been known to feature interesting mistakes during the production process, and these errors can drastically increase their value. For example, a doubled die error occurs when the die used to strike the coin becomes misaligned, causing certain elements of the design to appear doubled. This type of error can be seen in the date, lettering, or even the image of the eagle. While such errors are rare, they make a coin exceptionally desirable to collectors, as it's a unique piece of U.S. history. There have been reports of 1979 Washington quarters with doubled die errors, and these rare mistakes are the ones that can skyrocket a coin's value. The allure of these errors lies in their rarity, and because so few coins with these errors are in circulation, they become coveted by those who want to own a piece of numismatic history. The 1979 quarter is no exception, and the more unusual the error, the higher the demand among collectors. But even without an error, some 1979 Washington quarters can still command a hefty price. Uncirculated coins, particularly those in perfect condition, can sell for hundreds of dollars. While this might seem like a small amount compared to more valuable coins from earlier years, the price can be significantly higher for specific varieties, and when it comes to rarer, more flawless examples, they could even break into the thousands of dollars range. So, what makes a particular 1979 Washington quarter stand out above the rest? As with many rare coins, it comes down to a combination of factors: rarity, minting errors, and the condition of the coin. And there's one specific 1979 Washington quarter that managed to catch the attention of collectors and investors due to its exceptional quality and rarity. This particular coin, which was graded as Mint State 67 by a professional grading service, was part of an auction where its price reached an eye-popping figure. This 1979 Washington quarter, in near-perfect condition and free from any major flaws, fetched an incredible sum. The coin sale set a new record for what a 1979 Washington quarter could be worth, making it one of the most valuable quarters from that year. This rare find, along with other high-quality 1979 quarters, has helped to solidify the coin's place in the world of numismatics. It's a reminder that while the vast majority of these coins may only be worth a few dollars or less, there's always the possibility of discovering a rare treasure hidden in plain sight. With the right combination of factors, even a coin that seems relatively common can prove to be a goldmine for the right buyer. So, how much can a 1979 Washington quarter really be worth? While most of these coins are worth no more than a few dollars, the highest quality examples, particularly those with minting errors or unique features, can sell for astronomical prices. In fact, one particular 1979 Washington quarter with a rare minting error and an exceptional grade recently sold for a jaw-dropping $90,000. Yes, you read that correctly, $90,000. That's the kind of value that can be found in the world of coin collecting when the right circumstances come together. If you're lucky enough to come across a 1979 Washington quarter in your collection or among your spare change, it's worth taking the time to examine it closely. While most of these coins are not worth more than their face value, the rare variety of errors or those in flawless condition can fetch extraordinary amounts of money. Whether you're an avid collector or simply someone looking to uncover hidden treasures, a 1979 Washington quarter could be the key to unlocking an unexpected fortune. In conclusion, the 1979 Washington quarter is more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a coin that has the potential to offer significant value for collectors. While most examples may only be worth a few dollars, there are certain coins that, through rare errors or impeccable condition, can be worth a lot more. The fact that a particular 1979 Washington quarter has been known to sell for $90,000 is a testament to the fascinating world of coin collecting and the incredible value that even modern coins can hold. Top 6. There are coins that tell a story and hold significant value beyond their face value. and the 1983 Washington quarter is one such coin. You may think of the 1983 Washington quarter as just another regular coin minted in the early 1980s, but if you take a closer look, you may discover that there's more to this coin than meets the eye. While many quarters from this era are fairly common, there are unique variations and rare circumstances that make the 1983 Washington quarter a coin worth paying attention to. Whether it's due to minting errors, pristine condition, or simply its place in the historical timeline of U.S. currency, the 1983 Washington quarter holds potential for collectors and investors alike. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932, has long been a mainstay in U.S. currency. Its familiar design, featuring George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse, has remained a consistent representation of American values and history. By the time the 1983 Washington quarter was minted, the United States had long transitioned from using silver in its quarters to a copper-nickel-clad composition. These modern quarters, including the 1983 issue, are made up of a combination of copper and nickel, which gives them a more durable structure but limits their intrinsic value compared to silver coins. However, while the material composition of the 1983 Washington quarter may not make it particularly valuable in terms of its metal content, other factors such as rarity, condition, and even potential errors can contribute to a significant increase in value. This is where the 1983 Washington quarter takes a fascinating turn. As with any coin, collectors and investors often focus on finding rare varieties or errors that set a coin apart from the rest. The 1983 Washington quarter, though seemingly a standard issue, holds some surprises that can lead to eye-popping values. One of the factors that can significantly affect the value of a 1983 Washington quarter is its condition. Like most coins, the condition of a 1983 quarter can vary greatly depending on how it was used or stored over the years. A coin that has been well preserved, free from scratches, discoloration, or signs of wear, can often be worth more than a heavily circulated coin. These high-quality, near-mint condition coins are often referred to as uncirculated coins. In fact, a 1983 Washington quarter that has been kept in excellent condition could be worth significantly more than its face value of 25 cents. However, while mint condition coins are valuable in their own right, collectors often look for something extra, a minting error. Minting errors are relatively rare, but they can make a coin extraordinarily valuable. One of the most common types of errors that coin collectors seek is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin shifts during the minting process, creating a design that is duplicated or misaligned. With the 1983 Washington quarter, such errors can result in doubled inscriptions or dates, which makes the coin even more appealing to collectors who are searching for unique and one-of-a-kind pieces. Another type of error that could make the 1983 Washington quarter more valuable is a clipped planchet. A clipped planchet occurs when the metal blank, or planchet, that is used to create the coin is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a noticeable portion missing. This error is highly sought after by collectors because of its rarity and its unique, irregular appearance. While a clipped planchet may make the coin look unusual, it's exactly that distinctiveness that makes the coin valuable to collectors. Aside from minting errors, there's another important factor that could drive the value of a 1983 Washington quarter: rarity. While this particular coin is not as rare as some older quarters, certain varieties, such as those with minting errors or those that are in uncirculated condition, are much scarcer than the typical 1983 quarter found in everyday circulation. The fewer examples that are available in pristine condition, the higher the potential demand among collectors. Additionally, if a certain variety, error, or variation becomes popular among collectors, the demand and subsequent price can increase substantially. For example, imagine a scenario where a 1983 Washington quarter with a rare minting error is discovered. If the error is particularly striking, it could result in a bidding war among collectors, which would drive up the price. These types of coins often end up in auction houses, where the price can escalate quickly as collectors compete for the rare find. And as we'll see, the value of a 1983 Washington quarter can be quite extraordinary when these factors align. The appeal of rare and error coins has continued to grow in recent years, and the 1983 Washington quarter is no exception. The market for rare coins is thriving, and collectors are always on the lookout for valuable pieces. The allure of the 1983 Washington quarter lies not just in its historical significance, but also in the potential for discovering a coin with a unique story to tell. When a coin like this turns up with a rare feature, whether it's an error or exceptional condition, the possibilities for its value become limitless. Speaking of value, how much could a 1983 Washington quarter actually be worth? While most quarters from this year are still worth their standard face value, the rare examples with minting errors or those in pristine, uncirculated condition can be sold for far more than a few cents. Some of these rare coins have sold for thousands of dollars in the past, but there's one specific 1983 Washington quarter that went above and beyond what most people could have imagined. This particular coin, a high-grade example with a minting error and near-perfect preservation, recently sold at auction for a staggering $73,000. That's right, a 1983 quarter, originally worth just 25 cents, was purchased for an incredible $73,000. This remarkable sale illustrates just how valuable a seemingly ordinary coin can be when it possesses rare qualities. It also highlights the fact that even coins from relatively recent years, such as the 1983 Washington quarter, can be worth a small fortune if they have the right characteristics. It's a powerful reminder to anyone interested in numismatics. Always check your coins closely, because you never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. In conclusion, the 1983 Washington quarter may have been just another standard coin when it was minted, but with its potential for minting errors, unique characteristics, and the chance for extraordinary preservation, it has become a highly desirable piece for collectors. Whether it's due to an error in the minting process or the coin's immaculate condition, the 1983 Washington quarter has proven that even coins from the 1980s can carry immense value. To give you an idea of just how valuable these rare coins can be, one particular 1983 Washington quarter recently sold for a jaw-dropping $73,000. Top 7. When you think of the United States and its rich coinage history, many iconic coins come to mind. The Lincoln penny, the Buffalo nickel, and of course, the Washington quarter. While the Washington quarter has been in circulation for decades, not all quarters are created equal. In fact, some of the more recent Washington quarters, like the one minted in 1996, have garnered surprising attention in the world of numismatics, particularly among collectors looking for unique, rare, and valuable specimens. Though it may seem like just another coin from the 1990s, the 1996 Washington quarter holds a story of its own, with its own set of circumstances that could make it a highly valuable piece in your collection. The Washington quarter, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate George Washington's 200th birthday, has long been a symbol of American heritage. Over the years, the coin has undergone a few design changes, but the image of Washington's face on the obverse and the eagle on the reverse has remained a hallmark of this quarter, maintaining its place in American currency history. Fast forward to 1996, a year where the quarter still carried the same familiar design, but one key aspect of the coin was starting to gain attention: its potential to be worth much more than its face value. To understand the value of the 1996 Washington quarter, we need to consider a few important factors that contribute to a coin's worth. The most obvious factor is the condition of the coin. A coin that has been well preserved, free from scratches, wear, and discoloration, is always in higher demand than one that has seen years of circulation. For a coin like the 1996 Washington quarter, which was minted during a time when many people were still using quarters regularly, it's not uncommon to find coins that have significant wear. However, coins that have been carefully preserved or those that have remained uncirculated hold far more value than an uncirculated coin, which is a coin that has never been used in commerce and shows no signs of wear or handling, is a particularly valuable find. This is because uncirculated coins represent the highest possible condition a coin can be in. For the 1996 Washington quarter, an uncirculated coin can be worth significantly more than its 25-cent face value. But it doesn't stop there. Collectors are often on the lookout for coins with more rare features, such as minting errors, which can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. When it comes to error coins, even small mistakes during the minting process can lead to a huge increase in value. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die variety. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin becomes misaligned, causing part of the design to be imprinted multiple times. In the case of the 1996 Washington quarter, a double die error could result in a quarter with a double date, doubling of the lettering, or even the design of Washington himself. Such errors are rare, and when found, they can send collectors into a bidding frenzy. Another type of error that can make the 1996 quarter more valuable is a clipped planchet error. This happens when the metal blank used to make the coin is incorrectly cut, resulting in a coin that's missing part of its edge. Clipped planchets are an interesting and visually distinctive flaw that makes a coin stand out. Collectors love these types of coins because they're truly one-of-a-kind and represent a rare piece of U.S. minting history. Even though errors in condition are major factors in a coin's value, there's another important element to consider: rarity. While the 1996 Washington quarter was minted in large quantities, certain varieties are much rarer than others. For example, certain quarters that were struck at particular mints or were part of a specific series, such as the statehood quarters, can be rarer than others. Though the 1996 Washington quarter itself isn't considered a particularly rare year, there are specific varieties that may carry additional value depending on where they were minted or if they have any notable features that in addition to errors and rarity. The overall demand for a coin also plays a significant role in determining its price. Coin collectors are always looking for specific types of coins to add to their collections, and a coin like the 1996 Washington quarter has the potential to become a prized possession for the right person. As with any collectible, the more people who want a coin, the more valuable that coin becomes. The popularity of certain varieties or types of coins can fluctuate over time, and the value of a specific quarter can rise as more collectors become interested in adding it to their inventory. Now, you might be wondering just how much the 1996 Washington quarter can be worth. While the majority of 1996 quarters are only worth their face value of 25 cents, some exceptional examples have been known to fetch much more. For example, a 1996 Washington quarter with a rare minting error, or one that is in absolutely pristine condition, could see its value skyrocket. When such a quarter is discovered, especially in the marketplace, it can attract the attention of major coin dealers, who may place it in a public auction or sell it to private collectors for a substantial price. One remarkable instance of a 1996 Washington quarter being sold for an extraordinary price occurred when a particular example, which had a near-perfect grade and a rare error, was put up for auction. Due to its rarity and excellent condition, this coin fetched an incredible price. In fact, the final sale price was an astonishing $57,000. That's right. This 25-cent coin, which was minted less than 30 years ago, was purchased for $57,000. So, how does this happen? It all comes down to the combination of factors that make certain coins more valuable than others. For this 1996 Washington quarter, the rare error, coupled with its pristine condition, made it a highly desirable piece for collectors. The market for coins is dynamic, and there's always the potential for coins that may have once seemed like mere pocket change to rise in value over time. If you come across a 1996 Washington quarter, it's worth taking the time to examine it carefully. While most of these quarters won't make you a fortune, there's always the possibility that you could find one with a rare minting error or in exceptional condition that could be worth far more than its face value. Whether you're an avid coin collector or someone just beginning to explore the world of numismatics, you might find that the 1996 Washington quarter holds hidden potential for substantial returns. In conclusion, the 1996 Washington quarter may seem like just another coin from the late 20th century, but its value can be far greater than you might expect. Thanks to its potential for rare minting errors, its condition, and the ever-changing market of coin collectors, this coin has proven to be worth much more than its 25-cent face value. If you're fortunate enough to find a 1996 Washington quarter in perfect condition, or one with a minting error, you could be holding a rare treasure worth $57,000.